Hello, and welcome to the first edition of the Goldwater Report. Everyone who is paying attention to what is being journaled by an army of independent researchers and reporters knows the following: that we have a problem getting credible, unbiased information which may aid us in making decisions for our daily lives. That there's a worldwide oligarchy which has formed over the last 100 years and is entrenched in the halls of power within every government on the face of the earth. That every government in every country on the planet is a corporation that exists solely for the purpose of concentrating their powers over their respective populations. That 6 major corporate media conglomerate organizations with the most money and widespread media influence over television, radio, and the internet, and their news outlets, are handmaidens for this oligarchy's PR firms creating pernicious celebrity public images, and that the press is completely compromised, being only a means used for mass hypnosis and propaganda. That the international banking cartels, through cross-pollinated boards of directors, dictate policy through this oligarchy after using puppet think tanks to produce white paper research reports used to guide and devise ways and means for population control, while at the same time creating massive government bureaucracies to administer these initiatives, which are not in the best interests of any population in any country. That there is a competitive money devaluation schema in progress, being run through the foreign monetary exchange markets to cause the buying power of citizens to decrease, which benefits the oligarchy, and being administered by all the world banking organizations. That all central banks are in part money laundering operations for criminal enterprises which include drugs and gun running, which spark wars wherever possible, and which is being used to shackle and impoverish all citizens of the world. That all government corporations are intricately linked and partnered with the largest publicly traded and private megacorporations, and that this partnership is used to extort taxes from their citizens by fiat-elected officials who serve only themselves, and that all this is being done in the name of a wildly out-of-control arms race, pernicious intelligence, and spy agencies in all of these corporations, and that these same partnerships are charters for battling over the control of natural resources throughout the world, which is all tied together through the oil industry and the control of electrical energy production, food supplies, and water supplies. That many so-called news organizations in the alternative media, some of them more popular than others, make in many cases wild assertions to excite their audience base, which merely serves their own interests first and uses fear-mongering to drive sales and donations to further their personal enterprises. That as a result of all this and much more, that the credibility of news reporting has suffered a fatal blow, leaving the populace of the world at large bewildered and befuddled as to where they can get their news without bias or agenda. The Critical Post Chicago today formally announces that it's throwing its hat in the ring to find a way to solve the problems emblematic across the entire news delivery spectrum. We'll try to get our reporting enterprise up and running as fast as is humanly possible. Please check back here often as we get more equipment and new video dispatches ready for your viewership and produce new editions of the Goldwater Report. Thank you for watching. That is all.